What is up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. This video is for all of my Leos out there. Those are anybody who was born between the dates of July 23rd all the way to August 22nd. This is your weekly tarot look ahead reading. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I like to say that this is a pretty generalized reading. It is for all Leos, and there are different spectrum of Leos. And honestly, defining you just by Leo isn't really enough, because one Leo, I actually am Leo, and I don't really think I even qualify for a lot of the Leo-ish things. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and do a weekly look ahead reading for you guys, just to kind of give you a feel of the energy that you'll be experiencing this month, as well as some of the struggles you might be dealing with, or the obstacles where you need to place your focus, and what you'll need to let go of to have a fulfilling and amazing week. And then also what Spirit will be doing kind of in the background, working on to help you, as well as where you need to place your focus and maybe do a little more self-care. So if you like this video, as always, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your Leo friends. I do readings for all of the signs throughout the week. So if you know you got one friend out there that you're like, oh, they're going to like this, feel free to share it. If there's anything that resonates, I'd love to hear about it down below, like what it's hitting home, what is hitting home for you. And if there's things that don't resonate, sorry. If there's things that don't resonate, just leave it. Again, this is a very general reading. I do not do personal readings as of yet. So if you see anybody out there with my name, CrystalsnTarot, trying to give you a personal reading, it's fraud. Don't do it. Yeah, I'm not doing personal readings at this time. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, because I drop these videos weekly, so you can get a weekly look into your tarot from an astrological point of view. And so hit that notification bell if you're interested in getting notified whenever those videos post. But I'm going to go ahead and get right into the video for you guys. So I am going to be shuffling on screen, you guys, just so you guys know I'm not like picking the cards I want to or anything like that. But we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. So Spirit, for this week ahead, what can Leos be expecting? Where is their energy currently, right? Where is their energy currently focused? Got it. So we have strength, and I love that for you guys. So currently, like right now, your energy is pretty good. You're holding on strong to your beliefs. You're holding on strong to your strengths. This week ahead, you have your energy tamed and your focus. So whatever goals you set your mind to this week, you'll definitely be able to achieve that. Because you are basically, you tame the lion in a sense. You're the lioness here. Which makes sense, because hello, shout out to the Leos. You know, you guys have a good head on your shoulders. You don't get frazzled very easily. So whatever goals you're setting out to meet this week, you'll definitely be able to achieve them, as long as you hold true to that strength, which is really the energy that you should be embodying this week. If you don't feel it yet, don't worry. There's still a lot of week left. But you guys definitely have the capacity and the capability to achieve whatever goals you're aiming towards, because you have tamed the beast within. Whether that be like you tamed your emotions, you're able to kind of like allow yourself to feel the emotions you're feeling, but also see objectively and see like the bigger picture without putting too much emphasis on whatever struggles or battles you're going through. And with that being said, let's go ahead and see what struggles Leos will be facing this week. Ooh, okay. So we got 3 cards here, you guys. We got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Yikes. Okay. Wow. So you guys have, for your obstacles and your struggles that you might face this week, you have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. And just kind of right off the bat, it's sort of telling me that, like, you're allowing things that are really in your control to be your biggest deficit this week. With this Ace of Cups, generally, it's like your cup is overflowing, but you're just not seeing it. You're not seeing the goods that's coming from it, in a sense. Okay, so let me just make some room here because I know we're going to need it. Okay, so the strength is where your energy is for this week. These are kind of the obstacles you're going to be dealing with for the week. Now we're going to see where you're going to have to focus that energy, where you're going to have to focus and embrace yourself so that you can reach those goals that you're trying to get towards this week. The Seven of Cups, I love that for you guys. I love that for my Leo babies. This is what you're going to have to kind of let go of. Here, I'm going to just kind of put these here so I can be able to. This is what you're going to have to let go of this week in order to reach those goals. This is what, like, no longer serves you. Okay. And then in the background, what is Spirit doing? Whoop. Okay, what is Spirit doing for these Leos to kind of help them work towards those goals? Got it. I want to make sure you guys can see it. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Just put that there. And then finally, where you're going to have to focus yourself this week. Ooh, Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, let's see. I just want you guys to be able to see everything properly. So, okay, that works. Okay, Leo, so this is your spread for the week. We kind of already touched on strength, where you have everything you need to kind of achieve those goals you're searching for this week. You just have to remember to keep everything at bay. So you have to allow yourself to feel those emotions. Don't keep anything bottled up. And you have to kind of accept, like, all the parts of yourself, even the parts that you deem negative, because once you're able to, like, accept you for your true self, that strength within can truly shine. And then these three right here were the obstacles that you were facing this week, or like the struggles that are in your way on the way to your goals this week. And ironically enough, it is actually, with the Ace of Cups here, is kind of telling me that you're not allowing your, like, emotions to kind of seep through, in a sense. Like, you're repressing yourself, which doesn't do anyone good, because when you, like, hold things in after a while, like, you kind of just blow up and explode. So you kind of got to go back to that strength, which you already have. You've already, like, honed the skill. You just have to kind of sit down, like, take a breath and remind yourself that, like, all feelings are just that, feelings. They can't really harm you if you allow them to kind of come, allow yourself to feel what you need to feel, and then just let them go. I think that's something that's important here. And then with this Ace of Wands and kind of the Nine of Cups, this is giving me that you have, like, so the Ace of Wands is essentially saying that, like, you have this idea, you have, like, this probably idea towards your goal, really, where you just don't really know how to take that idea and transform it into something new. And that's probably partially because with this Knight of Cups, it's saying that, like, your head's in the clouds, like you're kind of being unrealistic. Maybe it's with the idea, and maybe it's with your emotions, or maybe it's with both. You're just kind of being unrealistic with yourself. Your head's in the clouds. You're living in fantasy land. And while there's nothing wrong with living in fantasy land, you need to be able to allow yourself to have the strength to come out of dreamland and take that idea and make it a reality. And for some reason, I'm kind of getting that Spirit saying that, like, you're allowing yourself to stay in dreamland because you don't know how to make that idea a reality, but also because you haven't allowed yourself to feel whatever emotions you need to feel. For some reason, I'm kind of getting the sense that, like, this is a new start for you. like this idea is fresh and it's brand new, but for some reason you're still hankering on the emotions of like a past idea that you feel like has failed or like hasn't kind of wow an old idea or like plan. For some reason I'm getting business plan, but like an old goal or idea that you realize now, like you realize like, okay, this isn't working for me, this isn't going how I thought it would go. And I think that you're holding on to those feelings, like you're not allowing yourself to feel those feelings, mostly because you don't want to admit to yourself that like, okay, this plan didn't go as anticipated. And while that's totally understandable, we have to also give ourselves grace, gather up that strength to allow ourselves to feel those emotions, because it's like this idea that you had, you know it's not working for you. You know it's not generating what you need it to generate for you, whether it be new network connections, whether it be wealth, whatever that idea was. You need to allow yourself to feel the failures, for lack of a better word, of that, so that way this new idea, well, so that way you can get out of your head, get on dreamland, and bring this new idea to fruition. And not to say that your past goal or idea was a failure. I think Spirit is trying to let you know that like, no, it wasn't a failure, it was just one way something didn't work, and that's totally okay. Like life is all about trying things and doing things and like learning from what you do. So as long as you're able to take a lesson or two or even three from whatever this idea was that you're starting to realize didn't pan out how you wanted it to, you can bring yourself back to earth once you allow yourself to feel these emotions, to make this new idea or this new goal, this new business plan, whatever it might be, come to life, and all while honing in on your strengths. And you will definitely see great things come from this new idea this week, especially because where you're being guided by Spirit to focus your energy and to like embrace is the fact that like your options are endless here. Like there's so many things, there's so many different paths that can work in your favor if you just allow yourself to get out of your head, focus on that new goal, while after allowing yourself to kind of like mourn over what didn't work for you in the past, which is totally okay. Like sometimes you have to try something one way to realize like, okay, that's not the path for me. But Spirit is kind of remind you to focus on all the possibilities that are out there for you, especially when it comes to this new idea. You could, there's love in your future, there's money in your future, there's definitely greatness in your future. And Spirit does also remind you that there is a possibility that this too won't pan out. But I think that the main thing to get from this is that you won't know unless you try. And I think Spirit is definitely telling you it's time to try. It's time to not necessarily give up on that old goal or that old plan you had, but definitely put it on the back burner for this new idea and thought you have. I'm definitely getting that whatever this old idea was something that you kind of just generated yourself, something that you thought would bring you to the promised land. Not the general. This old idea was something that you thought would bring you the success and the money that you desired. And Spirit is kind of letting you know, like, hey, that might not have worked, but this new idea you have here, it's so new, so genuine. It actually aligns a lot more with like who you are deep down, like aligns with your spiritual self. It aligns with your higher self, honestly. And Spirit just wants you to know that while you're working out the ninks and kinks or whatever of this new idea and bringing it to life and down to earth, just you're still allowed to kind of dream a little bit and know that all the options are open to you if you are willing to just dream a little, but like stay down to earth in the sense like this new idea has limitless possibilities, whatever it may be. I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, just remember that the options are limitless with this new possibility, this new idea, this new thought, this new business plan. You just have to kind of keep your eyes on the prize and yes, you can dream, but like keep your head on realistic thoughts about the endless possibilities rather than like going down this endless spiral of like why it won't work because your past thing didn't work. Something that you'll have to let go of in this week to kind of hone in on that new thought and that new idea, you're going to have to let go of thinking so much with your emotions. This is definitely a time where you need to, again, use that strength to like allow yourself to feel the emotions in the moment, but don't allow those emotions to linger on. The Queen of Swords, you're someone who's like very rational, you're very truthful, you could be very blunt and not in a rude way or anything like that. You just don't beat around the bush. And while that's totally fine, you just kind of have to start doing things with logic and clarity and honesty. And maybe while yes, it's great that you're so compassionate when it comes to your decisions and your thinking, this is the time we're going to kind of have to let go of like other people's feelings and other people's thoughts of you, and like, oh, like, will my mom be happy with this decision, or like how this decision is going to affect like my boyfriend or my girlfriend. This is definitely a time for you to just make logical decisions that will work for your best good and making this new idea come to life. Forget about like who you're gonna be messing with. Like at this point, this new idea, it has so much potential for being something great that you don't have time to be worrying about how it's going to affect anyone else. And honestly, if this idea is so wonderful, which I'm definitely getting from Spirit that it is, like it'll definitely work out well if you're willing to put in the work. No one should feel any type of way about it anyway. So like if you've got people out there who's like feeling some type of way or trying to make you feel down about this new venture and idea, maybe those aren't your people. Like just, this is a reminder that right now, let go of trying to do things to make other people feel good. This is about you. That is definitely what I'm getting from that. And for this Ace of Pentacles, this is really what Spirit's kind of doing in the background to help you on your journey and on your way. And it actually really does align with those obstacles you're facing, because in the past, this idea that hasn't worked, it was really because you didn't take the time to make a logical and thorough thought out plan. Sorry if you guys hear my talk in the background. Yeah, 2 seconds. Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. My dog was definitely cutting me up in the background and I just had to go tell him to be quiet real quick. But yeah, for this Ace of Pentacles, Spirit is definitely working to kind of help you realize that like, okay, this opportunity didn't pan out for you how it needed to, but Spirit is trying to let you know that like this was due more so to a lack of planning and foresight, like a lack of really trying to see the project as a whole. Like you kind of were just seeing the finish line, the end goal. You weren't taking the time to like plan everything, not necessarily step by step, but like thoroughly plan out how this idea and goal was going to work for you. And that's totally okay, because Spirit here is like working on helping you with this new idea. So essentially you should be looking out for like messages this week, signs this week, listening real deeply to that intuition, because Spirit is working to kind of help you with this new idea, get the let me think, get the signs and like the information you need to make this new project a success. You could definitely be seeing that, like, it doesn't even have to be a new project. You could be seeing like this in the form of like a pay raise or a new job opportunity. But I'm mostly getting like a new business opportunity, because this past idea, this was giving also business opportunity. So I'm really getting like a new business venture possibly in your future that Spirit is definitely working on in the background, that you definitely have to be open to hear however you connect most with Spirit, whether it be through music, whether it be through prayer, whether it be through meditation. Just be really open to hearing what Spirit has to offer with this new opportunity that is coming up. I am definitely getting a warning of like, be careful. Don't like make any rash decisions, or like if whatever this new opportunity is, it feels like it's too good to be true, it just might be. So like going back to using your logic to really think through this new venture. Like, yes, there is so many possibilities available, but just as there's like money, wealth, love, happiness available, there's also like turmoil and storms available. So Spirit is wanting you to know that like, while this can be a really great thing, you do want to be mindful and use your logic and like make your decision very clearly with clarity and like understanding. And then for the last card, we have where you'll need to focus yourself. What do you need to focus on for like within yourself, your self-care? This is definitely giving that it's time for you to kind of just like make amends, like allow yourself to forgive. There is definitely a situation, and it doesn't have to be related to this, but I am getting the sense that it's still a lot related to it's still related to that past failure sorry, I keep using the word failure, but like for lack of a better word, that past idea or like business plan that you had that didn't pan out. Spirit is kind of saying that you need to take the time to just allow yourself to make amends and let go of that resentment. And it goes kind of back to, you got to allow yourself to feel those emotions, because there's no way you can move on to this next business venture or have clarity when making this decision if you're still holding on to like the hurt you have with yourself, or like the the regret you might have, or like the negative talking that you might be doing to yourself. Spirit is kind of saying that you need to make amends with that, let that go in order to move forward with this next venture. That is definitely in the works for you and on the table. But it's like, if you don't clear out your past and allow yourself to let go of like everything that didn't go right with that past venture, you risk the potential of essentially like repeating the same thing twice, and nobody wants that. Like, the biggest thing when it comes from all these cards and like just doing life in general is like, if you're able to learn the lesson that you're supposed to learn from this, you could take that lesson that you learn, apply it to your new venture, your new idea, to ensure that the same thing doesn't happen again. And really overall, I'm just getting that you need to really hone in on that strength, to allow this new idea to really work in your favor. And I definitely am getting that it'll work in your favor, but it all really comes down to like I said, allowing yourself to feel those feelings about your past downfalls, and then making your decisions clearly and without emotional conviction. Like, don't make any decisions with your emotions, use straight logic. And then while Spirit's kind of working in the background to help you make this idea a reality, it's also reminding you, like, don't jump to things too quickly. Like, take the time to really thoroughly plan out this idea from like beginning to end, like step by step, to make sure that it really does work out in your favor. But overall, just before you do any of that, give yourself forgiveness, give yourself grace. We're all on this journey called life, and Leo is definitely saying that, like, until you're able to allow yourself to what's the word? Just forgive, just reconcile with yourself. Like, okay, yeah, this happened. Yeah, it didn't happen how I wanted it to happen, and that's okay. Like, yes, I do feel sad that it didn't work out how I wanted it to, but like, what I learned from that is X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to apply that to this new idea so that I don't have the same repeat of this, and so that this can actually succeed. It's definitely take time out to plan it all properly, and things will definitely work out in your favor. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull an oracle card for you guys, or two, whatever Spirit says, to kind of help give you the overall guidance that will be beneficial for you. Boom. So we have escapist. Come home to yourself. And essentially what this card is saying, right? Let me boop, boop, boop. I like to read it directly from the book so we could get an idea. Come home to yourself. Everyone wants to escape their lives occasionally. Some of us like to binge watch shows. Some of us like to listen to music. Some of us like to read. And some of us like to leave it all behind and go on vacation. All of that is totally healthy. Our lives can be incredibly stressful. However, too much escapism can mean that you're not confronting a big problem, which isn't healthy for you. Face it head on and let the pieces fall where they're made. So what I'm getting from that again is you really just need to take the time before you even go any further with this idea or make any decisions. Take the time to forgive yourself, allow yourself to feel those emotions from this past project that didn't really plan out how you want it to. And kind of like once you're able to forgive, let those emotions be felt, then you can move on to the process of working on that new idea step by step. Make a thorough plan. I'm going to make a business plan about whatever it is you're trying to move on to. If it's not business related, if it's a relationship, write a pros and cons list about like, is this person really good for me? Like, and just make an educated decision without your emotions. Don't make the emotions be in play. That's why I'm really more so kind of getting business idea. But whatever it is, make a decision for yourself. Don't think about other people's emotions, and it'll work out in your favor this week, Leos. And that's really all I have for you guys today. I hope this reading resonated. If there was anything that like really hit the home, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. I really do want to make these readings really hit home for you guys. So if there's anything that I said that you're like, oh yeah, that's it, let me know in the comments down below, guys. And if there's parts that didn't resonate, that is totally okay. This is a general reading for the Leo masses. So take what resonates, leave the rest. And honestly, whenever this video finds you, it was meant to be read. Just because it's for this week, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not for you now. Like Spirit brings you here when Spirit brings you here. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love for that to be a thing. And of course, don't be afraid to hit that subscription button for more videos. I do drop weekly videos every week for you guys for week ahead readings. I also do pick cards from time to time. And you guys can also go ahead and follow me on my Instagram, CrystalsnTarot, as well, where I post daily one card for each astrological sign as well. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. But until then, you guys, see you later. Bye.